everyone, so today we're going to get into some practical advice about lighting for self-tapes. Hi everyone, welcome back to Acting with Kira. I'm Kira. I hope you are all having a good day and managing to keep creative and do fun things during lockdown. So today's video is a practical one, and actually this was suggested to me by a friend, so thank you for the idea. And it's all about lighting for self-tapes. Before we get into this, remember to hit that like button if you like the video and subscribe to see more videos like this one. So, self-tapes are a pretty normal part of being an actor and auditioning. Of course, a lot of auditions happen in person where you go in and see the casting director and audition there, but a lot of auditions do happen via self-tape. In this video, I'm going to talk you through the process that I use to create my YouTube videos. And you can take any element of this video and apply it to your own work or to whatever videos or tapes that you want to make. The main focus is, of course, the lighting. I do a little bit of editing at the end, but of course it's up to you whether you do that or not. And really it's just to show you what a difference the lighting can make. And especially with the current situation, it seems more relevant than ever to know how to take a video that you are happy with the look of. So this is for auditions for self-tapes, but it can also be if you want to start putting out more content on your own on YouTube or Instagram. So I'm going to talk you through the lighting that I use. What I use is a pretty simple ring thing. I don't know the technical name, but I'm going to show you what I used to use and how much it all is. Okay, so before we start, as I've been looking back over this video to edit it, I've seen that I've definitely made some mistakes. So if you get your lighting in the right place, I don't think the contrast element in the editing will be necessary at the end, but I clearly had been making myself a little bit washed out by my lighting. So when you see me looking at the first set of lights, the way I changed them to is clearly a lot better than the way I have it set up the first time. And likewise with the ring light, when you see me turn it up all the way, it's clearly better than when I have it turned down. So tip one for lighting is try out the lighting, film it and watch it back because it looks different on the phone screen to how it looks when you watch it back. Okay, so let's start off with what I used to use. These are two softbox lights that I got from Amazon. So you can see here that they kind of give a wash of light. And here I just have a tripod, and I also have this kind of bendy tripod here that I can put the phone on, and that just holds that there. So this is what it looks like with the lights off. You can see it's not too bad, and in fact we've got a big window there and two big windows there. So we've got a lot of light coming in, even though I'm quite far back in the room. It's a fairly bright day today, and I could probably up the brightness afterwards, but this is what it looks like with the lights on. So as you see, the image is all a lot brighter, and this is before any editing. My face can look a little bit like super highlighty and shadowy, and that's just because I found that I'm not very good at placing these lights. So I always have to kind of fiddle a bit with like which angle I have it at and how close and all of that kind of stuff, and where I put this, because it all makes a difference. So if I stand back, it looks different to here, and if I move these lights, so they're more to the side of the camera, that's different again. So actually that's probably better. So yeah, so they take a little bit of moving around to get in the right space, and yeah, they're pretty good. These lights I got in July 2016, and I have not yet replaced a bulb. So pretty good, and they cost less than £30, so it's pretty good value. Also, I think the bulbs are kind of on their last legs and hanging a bit, so the light's probably not as bright as it once was. So this is what I used to use, but I've changed now. Mainly, I wanted to try a different light, but also to get something which is a bit more compact, which is the ring light. So it's just one and we can fold most of it away. Whereas I'm a bit too lazy to fold these away all the time. So they just kind of end up in the room, which can take up a bit of space. So anyway, that's the first option at 30 quid, super affordable. If you just want to make your self-tapes look a little bit brighter, a little bit more professional kind of sheen on the way that it looks and comes across, then these are a super good investment. Or even if you want to start YouTube or Instagram videos, again, super good investment. Lighting makes such a big difference to how the overall look of the video comes across. Anyway, enough of that, let's get on to the next one. This is the light that I'm using at the minute. This is the ring light, and I'll just switch it on. Okay. So that's what it looks like when it's on. It's just a bunch of LEDs on the ring. So here it is. You can adjust the height just as you would on a tripod, same as the others. But what is handy about this one is that the phone can go straight into it. So you don't need to set up a tripod and your lighting, and also of course it's one light. So instead of having 3 things up, I just have 1 thing up now. Okay, so this is me with the light on me. It's adjustable, so you can take it down, you can take it way up. This is with the light completely off. So again, got quite a bit of natural light coming in, but you can see the difference of even just turning it on slightly. And as it's adjustable, you can really kind of play around with how much you want to have there. It does also have 2 different things. I don't know what you call them. Kind of filters, I guess. It's an LED ring, so it has these plastic sheets that go over it. This one's more orangey. I'm just gonna take one off. It's like this. So can you see how the light changes there? It's also very bright when you take that off. And it also has another set, so I'll just grab them out the bag and I'll show you those too. This is the other color, it's just white, and you just have 4 of them and they slot around the ring, so you can choose which of those you have. To be honest, I'm not enough of an expert to really know. I haven't played around with it enough to really know the difference. I had the white one on, then I changed it to orange and I just kept it as that. So I'm not really sure what each one helps with, but that's just because I haven't really spent too much time playing around with it. I tend to have the light not super high because it's kind of difficult to see. I mean, maybe that looks better. It's quite bright, so I can't really tell when I'm looking at it, but I kind of go there, I think. And then I edit it and brighten it up on the computer, which I will also show you. What's cool about this is it comes in a bag. So the tripod part doesn't fit in the bag, but the top part, the plug, the ring, all fits in here, so you can really put it away pretty easily. So that's a big reason why I went for this one after the other 2. We're gonna get rid of the other 2 just because it takes up quite a lot of space. And this is working really well. And it's, like I said, instead of having 3 different things, it's just 1. One thing that is different, maybe I preferred from the other lighting, is because it was more of a soft wash, I felt like I had more space to step back and forward, whereas I feel like if I go back, maybe I actually want to go back. And also the other thing, which the other lights don't do, is they don't give you the ring in your eye, whereas this one does, but you know, I've gotten over it and I'm fine with it. What else was I gonna say about that? I can't remember. Oh, I forgot to mention, this ring light is more expensive. It's £80. So it's definitely more of an investment. For me, it's worth it because it's just so easy to whip out and pop away and efficiently film a video very quickly. I felt like I had more adjusting time with the other lights just because I didn't really know what angles to put them on. And some days, bam, it was absolutely fine. And other days it would take me ages and parts of my face would be so white from the highlights and other bits really dark. So it's probably more to do with the fact of me being an absolute beginner with lighting. The softbox ones, I'd say, is more of a gateway light. If you haven't had anything like that before, it's for £30. I think it's amazing. Yeah, so let's get on to the editing. You can see the difference that the lighting makes to the video, and I'll show you what I do to just brighten it up a little more. It's super simple. So let's get on to that.
For this video, I'm going to edit it on iMovie. If you don't have iMovie, you can actually just edit it in Photos. There's an edit option and it gives you lots of different options for lighting and so on. And you can also use this app called Video Leap, which I recently downloaded, and that's pretty good too. First thing I do is highlight all of the sections that I want to look the same. And then I go into the palette there and I bring up that white thing, which basically pulls up the contrast. So you can see the before here and then the after. So for a very basic edit, that's all I do.
I do sometimes bring up the middle toggle, which makes the whole image brighter, but for this video I didn't think it needed it, so I just edited the contrast. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and it's given you a little bit more of an idea of where you can get lighting from and the price of some lighting and what you can get for that money and how much of a difference it makes, and just help you to maybe put your best self forward when you're sending off a self-tape or when you are putting out some more content online. I think social media is a great way to share your artistry, and especially with lockdown, you know, and we're not getting our creative outlet outside, so why not start sharing some things online now? If you have any lighting tips or tricks or equipment that you've used that has been an absolute game changer, please pop it down in the comments section below, because it would be so great if we just all shared the tools and things that we use so that we can all help each other present our best selves. Anyway, I feel like I have been talking so much. Have an absolutely lovely day, and I will see you next week. Bye.